the Director of IITS, honorable speakers and guests, and the audience who are watching us live on YouTube and Facebook. On behalf of the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, ISDS Kolkata, and Vivekananda Vigyan Mission, displaying a chapter of Vigyan Bharati, I welcome you all. Today, on 6 June 2020, we have assembled here to pay our tribute to Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on his 119th auspicious birthday. Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, one of the greatest sons Bengal has ever produced, the youngest ever Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, and independent India's first Minister of Industry and Supply. Today, we are remembering him as a scientific philanthropist and as an epitome of revolution of Indian science and technology and as a reformer of modern education system. We are extremely honored to have with us today as a chief guest for this event, Dr. Harsh Vardhan, Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, Minister of Health and Family Welfare, and Minister of Art Sciences, Government of India, and the recently elected Chairman of the WHO Executive Board. We welcome our Honorable Minister. On this memorable occasion, we are also glad to have Professor Shantanu Bhattacharya, the Director of ICS, whom I now request to inaugurate this event by garlanding the portrait of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Professor Manmohan Sharma ji, FRS, and Chairman of the Governing Council of ICS, has kindly consented to send a message on behalf of him. I would request the Director of ICS, Professor Shantanu Bhattacharya, to kindly read out Professor Sharma ji's message, followed by his opening remarks. Please, sir.
Minister, I am privileged to speak here on this auspicious occasion where this historic institution, Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, Kolkata, is privileged to celebrate 119th birthday of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. I'm going to first present the message that I have received from Professor Hemant Sharma, Chairman, Governing Council, who could not come personally. I am indeed delighted to learn that the Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, ICS, in association with Vigyan Bharati, is organizing the 119th birth anniversary of legendary nationalist leader Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on 6th of July 2020. As a key member of the governing trustee board, Shyama Prasad steered ICS to a sustainable direction in its critical years, due to which ICS led immensely to grow as an outstanding research and starting with Shyama Prasad Mukherjee as the first generation mentor, right from its inception, the Shyama Prasad Mukherjee's contribution to the development of ICS has to be appropriately recognized. It is gratifying to note that Dr. Harsh Vardhan, the Honorable Minister of Science and Technology, Government of India, has taken personal interest in the creation of Shyama Prasad Mukherjee Advanced Research and Training Smart Campus in its newly acquired land at Bharatpur. In fact, since ICF is recently undergoing a remarkable transformation as a modern research university, as evident from various surveys made by reputed international publishing houses, for which ICS has benefited immensely the support provided by GST. The creation of Smart Campus will not only add a feather in its cap, but also be able to make contribution more meaningful in the context of national growth through scientific research and dissemination. The things close to the heart of Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. This will further catapult ISCS into a unique institution of eminence of the country for the service of the nation, and this, in my opinion, is one of the best way to pay respect to this remarkable leader for its contribution towards education in our country. You can see Dr. Harshvardhan Ji, when he visited 13th September 2018 to formally launch the inauguration of Smart Campus here in ISCS. Thank you, sir. Now I introduce the institution Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science and its association with the legendary Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee and Dr. Shankar Chakraborty. It's a legend of scientific achievements, it's a legend of creativity in the natural sciences, and moreover, it also represents the epitome of the nationalist Swadeshi movement. The latter half of the 19th century witnessed an intellectual renaissance in undivided Bengal. During this time, almost no notable institution was there in the country to impart quality education in science and culture. Bangdarshan was a Bengali literature university founded by Rishi Bankims from the which wrote the right of practicing science in India by the Indians. Several eminent personalities from diverse disciplines committed themselves at that time and got inspired because of science community. One such personality was Mahendralal Sarkar, who was educated as a medical doctor and was personal physician of renowned saints Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansadev and Sri Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. Sarkar understood that lack of proper scientific education was harming Indian society, which remained subservient to the scientifically ahead Europeans. He began a campaign to promote the National Science Association via pamphlets, letters to editors of various newspapers, and such as the Hindu Patriot, and numerous public addresses. As a physician and a great philanthropist, he decided to establish an institution where lectures on scientific subjects will be systematically delivered. Last time, when our Honorable Minister visited, here you can see he is honoring the bust of Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar here at ISCS. View of religion, science and nationalism can be traced on the writings of Mahendralal Sarkar, especially in his writing on the desirability of cultivation of sciences by the natives of India in 1869. Sarkar prescribed the creation of scientific institutes to enhance moral growth and combat Indian apathy and idolatry of colonial rulers. Mahendralal wanted the institute to be funded and managed by Indians. Its purpose would be to produce science-literate natives, making it a nationalistic endeavor that promoted the growth of the country. Mahendralal struggled through a resistant Bengal populace and a tyrant colonial government, but his science association came to fruition and survived the turbulent colonial politics of the late 19th century. Mahendralal's cherished dream took shape when Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science was inaugurated at 12 Balbajar Street campus, July 29, 1876. I think I will go straight to the contribution. Sarkar was inspiration for many of the younger scientists, especially Dr. Ashutosh Mukherjee was a lecturer at ISCS from 87 to 91. He covered vast area of coverage, and on record he gave 30 lectures. Personally, look at some of the subjects Ashutosh taught at ISCS, focused on a wide range of his erudition in physics and mathematics. Mukherjee shared his love of books, and Sarkar often advised Sarkar plans to raise funds for ISCS. And Sarkar was extremely fond of Mukherjee and treated by his son. And this is from the PhD thesis recently published in University of Texas. But when Dr. Ashutosh had to leave mathematics and take law as a profession, it deeply saddened Mahendralal Sarkar. quote, "It breaks my heart to see what fine and splendid intellects are being wasted. Our own university has turned out a graduate Ashutosh who is a genius in mathematics, but he must earn his bread by other means than mathematics. And we have a sad spectacle of this brilliant genius wasting his energies within the granite walls of High Court." And of course, Ashutosh Mukherjee considered Mahendralal Sarkar as his spiritual father, and because he was a friend of Dr. Ganga Prasad Mukherjee, father of Ashutosh Mukherjee. And Ashutosh Mukherjee, of course, as the Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, he produced these gems, and these are all creation of Mahendralal Sarkar. Born on 6th July 1901 in Calcutta, Syama Prasad inherited a rich tradition of erudition, scholarship, fervent nationalism, and fearlessness from his mother, Sir Ashutosh Mukherjee, who, as the Vice Chancellor of the Calcutta University and Judge of Calcutta High Court, occupied a unique position in the life of Bengal. One of the founding fathers of independent sovereign India, Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee was a great patriot, educationist, statesman, humanitarian, and above all, a campaigner of national integration. Young Syama Prasad grew in an atmosphere that we must understand, where he could watch rituals and religious ceremonies, and also listen to discussions on most modern and scientific subjects between his father and great scholars coming from all parts of India and abroad. This, in fact, created in him deep respect for India's age-old culture, close attachment to Western thought and learning.
It is a great honor for us to have with us today Honorable Minister Dr. Harshvardhan Ji, who is an institution by himself, an embodiment of health reforms in current India, in his continuous fight with COVID-19 in our current country at this present time. We are extremely grateful by Dr. Harshvardhan Ji's great presence, and we are eager to listen to his address. Please, sir.
Good morning, all of you. Professor Santanu Bhattacharya, Director of Indian Association of Cultivation of Sciences, Professor Pallab Banerjee, President Vivekanand Vigyan Mission, and also the head of the Department of Material Sciences at IIT Kharagpur, Shri Jayant Sahastra Buddhe Ji, National Organizing Secretary of the Vigyan Bharati, Dr. Jishnu Basu, Scientist at the Department of Atomic Energy, Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics, and also the Vice President of the Vivekanand Vigyan Mission, Professor Ayan Datta, Secretary Vivekanand Vigyan Mission, and also the Professor at IACS, Dr. Anju Datta, other distinguished scientists and senior luminaries who have joined this function. I don't know whether we only got the message from our chairman of the governing body, Professor M.M. Sharma ji, or if he is also present, but anyway, I just convey my good wishes to him and to all those who are part of this great function. I feel so happy and so privileged today to be part of a function, though virtually, on 6th of July 2020. 6th of July, for many years, I had the privilege to host and organize a function on behalf of the Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee Research Foundation, of which I used to be the secretary for many years during the first and this present decade of this millennium. For many years we organized functions on 6th of July and on 23rd of June in Calcutta as well as in Jammu Kashmir to commemorate the memory of the great Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee. And I have always felt blessed and privileged whenever I have visited this place, IACS, which fortunately now for the country happens to be a deemed to be university of great importance for the country, for the scientific world, and the very fact that this program is being organized here, where I had the privilege to go many times and see from close quarters the contribution of my revered leader Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee, who has helped in the building up of not only this institution, who has not only contributed to this institution, but to many other scientific institutions in the country, even before independence and also after independence, after he had become the first Minister for Industries. This place, it reminds us of the great Dr. C.V. Raman, the only Nobel laureate that we had the privilege to see, and I am sure that the people working at this institution must be taking a lot of energy and enthusiasm and a lot of inspiration from the great work of Sir C.V. Raman. And I think this occasion, when we remember Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee for the great work that he has done, not only for science but for the whole country, we also have to take a pledge to try and recreate the legacy of the great Sir C.V. Raman. I have been a part of the ideology that Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee represented since 1951. I joined this ideology in 1969. I had heard so much about Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee in the speeches of my great leaders for many decades. But I always feel privileged that when I became the Science and Technology Minister and also thereby the Vice President of the CSIR, for the first time I could really appreciate from very close quarters the immense contribution made by Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee for promoting science, for promoting science institutions, for promoting science research laboratories. And when I visited a large number of, literally every laboratory in this country, I could see from my own eyes the contribution of Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee. He having laid the vision for a vibrant and scientific India, he having laid the foundation stone for many scientific institutions, whether it was in Calcutta or in Chennai or many other places. And I remember, and I always laud him for his vision, because we got our independence on 15th of August 1947. And I could visit a place which was inaugurated by people like him 8 days after independence. That was the vision of the great leader Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee. Of course, he had the blessings and the support of the then Prime Minister of India, Shri Jawaharlal Nehru ji. And today, when you are dedicating this particular day in 2020 to creation of a dedication of a book to the country about Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee's contribution to the development of Indian science. And I could see that this is a very rich book. And this book is going to be very, very useful, I'm sure, for the scientific community. But I know as a BJP supporter and a BJP worker for many, many decades, the BJP workers in India, they revere Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee for his great patriotism, for his great contribution for nation building, for his great value-oriented politics, and for his sacrifice for the cause of Jammu and Kashmir. They remember him for raising a voice against Article 370 and Article 35A. But not many BJP workers in the country, and including me, much before I became the Science and Technology Minister, I never knew the great contribution of the great academician Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee. I am so happy that this book has chapters written by the great Professor Tathagat Roy, one of my dear friends who is presently the governor, Professor Gautam Desi Raju, Dr. Jishnu Basu, Dr. E.V. Datta, Professor Narayan Chakrabarti, Dr. Kalyan Ganguly, Miss Mayuri Dutt, and of course, it has the blessings of Professor Santanu Bhattacharya and Dr. Professor Pallab Banerjee. I could just have a glimpse of this book, and it gives so many inspiring informations, and this book will give a lot of important knowledge to our young students, our young researchers, and even to the people working in public life in India, that even while you are a politician, even while you are a minister, how much immensely and how much dedicatedly and how much committedly you can contribute towards science also. And when I recall that there was a time when he was the Vice President of the CSIR as India's first industry minister, and today when I enjoy this privilege of being the Vice President of CSIR for last almost 6 years now, I find it a very, very privileged feeling. I find it as a very, very blessed feeling to be enjoying that position which was once enjoyed by the great Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee. I am so happy that the Indian Institution of Cultivation of Science has now its new campus, which I had the privilege to visit also. We have started the Syama Prasad Mukherjee Advanced Research and Technology Campus, which is going to be a great boon for our new young students. It's going to become an international hub, and it's going to be focusing on not only the fundamental science for which the IACS is known, but also for its application, also for its translation, for also ensuring that we inspire our young students to focus on research which will be contributing towards the solution science. We all know 70 years down the line, we still have a lot of problems in this country. Though fundamental science is important, but it is also important that we convert the fruits of fundamental science and we ensure that we deliver them through translation into activities which will benefit human welfare, which will alleviate the sufferings of the common people, and I am sure that this institution is going to play a great role, and for future times it will certainly inspire thousands and millions of young researchers. I am happy that this function is also supported by our dear Vigyan Bharati people also, who have been contributing to the cause of science without any pomp and show, but with utmost commitment and sincerity to ensure that the great wisdom of ancient science and the fruits of modern science, we ensure that they collaborate in the best possible manner. The natural and the spiritual sciences, they all collaborate together, and the Vigyan Bharati, earlier known as the Swadeshi Science Movement, has today thousands of scientists all over the country as its members. I have been part of many functions where I was witness to the presence of these thousands of scientists, members of the Vigyan Bharati. Almost for last 5 years, we have been organizing the India International Science Festival through the Science and Technology Ministry, along with collaboration of Vigyan Bharati, and the most recent one has been in the great land of West Bengal in Kolkata. And of course, this institution has also contributed a lot for the success of the India International Science Festival. So it's a great moment. This book, Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee's contribution to the development of Indian science, I would like the institution to make sure that this doesn't remain an academic exercise. This should be a beginning. I am sure what is written in the 7 chapters by the 7 great authors, whatever I could feel about the personality of Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee, I can say that this book, what it contains, is probably only the tip of the iceberg as far as his contribution towards the development of science and his association with the scientific personalities of India and his continuous contribution for its development. I think this particular publication should boost many others, should give encouragement to many others to put in proper form his particular contribution towards science, because many other aspects of his life are well known. As secretary of the Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee Research Foundation for many years, we have put so many of them on the website, but I am sure there is a lot that needs to be done, at least for this particular aspect. And people in future, and the young scientists and the young students in future, they will take a lot of inspiration from the son of India who sacrificed his life for the cause of India. Even today, we feel the pain of his death. We strongly feel he left us early, and we are deeply anguished even today, because we still don't know in what circumstances he had to succumb to death. That is still a mystery for everybody. I do not want to get into those issues, but as BJP worker and BJP member, these issues always give us agonizing pain. But today, in 2020, we feel a little more satisfied and happy that he laid his life for the cause of Jammu and Kashmir, protesting against the permit system for entry into Jammu and Kashmir, and also against Article 370, Article 35A, under the dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, and of course our Home Minister Shri Amit Shah ji. We all know that last year we could ensure that no longer we have Article 370 and Article 35A applicable to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The new history that has been created is very well known to all of us. While we pay our greatest and the most heartfelt tributes to the memory of Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee, it is time to pledge once again that we will work with much more commitment and dedication. And we have to take inspiration from the great scientists like Sir C.V. Raman, Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose, Dr. S.N. Bose, P.C. Ray, and many others, who I am sure I have seen the places where they worked with frugal facilities, with very trivial locations. And today, when I compare the facilities that are available to our modern scientists, I feel that our modern scientists of today are far more blessed than them. And that is why I think we take inspiration from those great people, take inspiration from the vision of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has shown us a dream of New India by 2022, and also a dream for making India the topmost scientific nations, amongst the top 2-3 scientific nations of the whole world by 2030. He has been reminding us time and again about our scientific social responsibility. He has huge faith in our potential, in our sincerity, and I think it is time that when we remember Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee, we also take a pledge to work with renewed vigor and enthusiasm to realize the dreams of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. With these few words, I thank all the organizers and especially Professor Santanu Bhattacharya and also the Vigyan Bharati, Jayant Sahasrabuddhe ji, Professor Pallab Banerjee and all the other colleagues for inviting me to this function, for giving me the privilege of being part of this very pious function. All my good wishes to all the scientists, all the young students and all the researchers. I wish you all a healthy life, and I am sure that you are all protecting yourselves ably from corona. On the screen I can see many of them, many of you not wearing the masks. You will have an explanation that you are probably alone in your room. But I think we have to, in the new normal that has been created for this whole world, at least for the time being, we have to at all times remember that something which can protect us from corona undoubtedly is the wearing of a mask, maintenance of hand hygiene and respiratory etiquettes, and maintaining adequate social distance, physical distance from others. I am sure you as scientists will also take care of yourself, your family, especially the elders and the pregnant people and the children around you, and of course your colleagues in your institution. Wishing you good health. Thank you once again. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Bharat Mata ki Jai.
So my name is Dr. Anuja Datta, and I sincerely thank you to take your precious time to be with us today. I will now request Dr. Harshvardhan ji to unveil the ebook on Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee on his contribution to the development of Indian science. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for being with us today. We are so grateful for your presence.